Assalamualaikum. My name is Azrain Sofa binti Muhammad Zawawi from MC110-1E. Today I will be giving a speech on the topic, the quiet power of introverts. Nowadays, we often meet someone who needs hours alone every day, who loves quiet conversations about feelings or ideas. When people discuss introverts and extroverts, the initial basic knowledge people need is the meaning of introversion and extroversion. What do you do if you're an introvert? You will probably refer to as one. You always look forward to going back home and having some me time, or maybe you're not so sure yet about being an introvert. I myself have been an introvert all my life. Some see it as being strange, antisocial, arrogant, or maybe egoistic. On the other hand, there are people who can take it as being simply calm, quiet, and a little less friendly than the rest. But that does not matter. That minor traits do not even define you as a whole. Well, you can be either one of the two, or both of them, or maybe none of them. Personality traits differ from person to person, so that is your call to take. What kind of person you want to be? What do you want to prove to the world? What do you want to prove to yourself? Your boundaries, your limits? There are a lot of misconceptions and misunderstandings about what it means to be an introvert. One of them being how introverts are always seen as shy people. Introverts tend to be more reserved and inward turning. They like to get to know a person more before engaging in a lot of conversations. In many cases, being an introvert can actually be an asset. If you are an introvert, I'm sure you've been questioned too. You were told how boring and how monotonous your life is, and that you are no fun. I'll tell you what, do not let this get you down. Do not try to change yourself just because a bunch of people cannot understand you. If they find it hard to interact with you, then that's on them. But if you feel the need to change yourself in a way you have always admired and embrace the person you are. Remember that you don't need anybody's approval to breathe as you. You yourself will decide for whom your fortress you built will open to. Keep your chin up and take pride in being you. If you still can't find the reasons for that, let me brief you a bit about the 3 powers I have come up for this talk. First, you are a very good listener and even a better analyst. Just because you're an introvert, that does not mean you do not have any social life at all. You are highly selective of people and do not want anybody to intrude. Being an introvert makes for an absolute good listener. Listening is an art that is not everyone's cup of tea. But not everyone can master this art, but you can. Isn't that amazing? Usually, introverts do not tend to talk so much, but when you do that, you listen to other people and you listen very passionately. You analyze the situation, depending if it needs some sort of thinking or it is just plain rants. The world needs more listeners, especially in this generation. People talk too much that we lose people who actually listen. So cheer up, you are needed in the society. The second power you have is you observe things in detail. Be it someone's change in behavior, their choice of food, the way they only talk to you when no one's around, their multiple personality disorders, their stupid subconscious habits, you notice everything. You might not say it out loud, but yes, you do. This is a great trait, and it's only because you care, or simply because you're awesome. You notice all this for future reference, to make sure you tell them that someone has their back, to know when they are mad, to share their happy moments, to see the pain in their eyes before the tears roll down, and if they need some time alone, need a hug, or plainly indifferent for that matter. Who wouldn't want a person like that in their lives? I know you want that too, and I promise you that someday you will find a person like yourself. And lastly, thinking comes naturally to you, naturally as if it's a blink. You think, and then you overthink. Don't worry about it. Some people don't even bother dusting their brains. So yes, you're 1 against 0 again. You have a lot going on inside, so much that it's hard to say if it's constructive or destructive, or both, depending on your likes and dislikes. As a whole, thinking is good. It is only because of thinking that you're able to achieve all the above listed qualities. Your brain has gone through enough to finally know what it needs to be fed in the growth process. If you're a reader, good enough. You're doing a good job. Know that nobody loves you more than your books. If you're not, then read. Whatever you can put your hands on, just pick it up and read. You are going to love the feeling. And that sums up my point for this talk. There's a great strength in silence. Bring those inner thoughts to the surface and watch the world be in awe of you. Like the great Albert Einstein once quoted, be a loner that gives you time to wonder, to search for the truth. Have holy curiosity. Make your life worth living. I'll see you when the time comes again.